Benjamin Franklin Peary, Jr., black astronomer and physicist. Benjamin Franklin Peary, Jr., one of the first African Americans to enter the field of astronomy, is an expert on stellar atmospheres. He has enjoyed a successful career as a researcher and has devoted much of his life to teaching and to recruiting minority students to enter the field of astronomy. Benjamin Peary was born in Minnesota, where his father worked as a railway mail clerk. The family needed to move several times throughout Benjamin's childhood, as his father became employed by different railroads throughout southeastern Minnesota. One thing that remained constant through all the moves, however, was the night sky. At an early age, Peary developed a fascination for stargazing, and he learned the names for all of the different constellations. His interest in the stars went far beyond just looking at them, however. He was fascinated by questions about how the world works, and in particular, he became unquenchably curious about what it was that makes the stars shine. He discovered a book on astronomy and was thrilled with what he learned, but also tantalized by how much was still unknown. Peary had other interests as a youngster as well. One of his favorite hobbies was building and flying model airplanes. When he graduated from high school in 1940, it was this interest which seemed most likely to lead to an employable career, so he enrolled in the University of Minnesota to pursue a degree in aeronautical engineering. While at the university, Peary discovered that he enjoyed the theoretical aspects of science more than the applied practice of engineering, so he decided to change his major to physics. As a senior, he began to wonder more deeply about the physical properties of the stars that had so fascinated him throughout his life. He resolved to continue his studies and enrolled in the graduate program at the University of Michigan to study astrophysics. Peary's research both at Michigan and after receiving his doctorate as a member of the astronomy faculty at Indiana University concerned the interiors of stars and how they generate energy. Specifically, Peary concentrated on stars that are part of close binary star systems, in which two stars are close enough that they will have noticeable effects upon each other. During 2 decades at Indiana University, Peary made several important contributions to astronomical research. Then he decided to channel his love of astronomy in a different direction. Peary had noticed that the thousands of members of the American Astronomical Society, fewer than a dozen were African Americans. He wanted to do something to fix this racial imbalance in astronomy and in all the sciences. The opportunity to address these problems arose when Peary was offered a position at Howard University in Washington, D.C. Howard is one of the most prestigious and best-known educational institutions with a primarily black student body. Here, Peary would be able to convince minority students that science in general, and astronomy in particular, are not only fascinating subjects in school, but also offer excellent career opportunities. Peary accepted the position at Howard, where he taught until his retirement. In addition to reaching out to his college students, Peary branched out to bring his message to students of younger ages as well. Through a grant from the National Science Foundation, he led a team of educators who taught elementary school teachers how to stimulate their students and foster an enthusiasm for science. Peary was able to reach an even larger audience when he was profiled in the 1991 PBS series The Astronomers. He is now retired from his position at Howard University, but continues to be fascinated by the stars and, as ever, enjoys sharing this fascination with others. Citations are in the description.